Overkill with the shotgun time. Did he just shoot me and die for shooting me? I guess there's somebody here. Somebody's here. Yep. Yep, shot. Stop shooting. I don't got no red dots. What I wanted it exactly to do. I love that auto stim pack. So lazy about that. Eventually it's not going to work for me though. Alrighty. Wish there was an automatic weapon for 308 rounds. Get so dang many of them. Okay, where's the quest? Probably there. Okay. Radio, turn it off. Deathclaw. Footsteps, up or below. Quest. That away. What the heck? Any move. That move. There we go. Hello. Present. I'm gonna give you an A for effort. You definitely trying to prove something there, and I think you did it. Definitely wasn't going out without a fight. Oh, it's way up there. Heck. Okay. The main fuselage. That suitcase survived rather well. I don't see any fading or anything. Everything else didn't do so well. Probably made their planes out of that. Water. Brain fungus. Super stim packs. So, signal strength. Construct the signal repeater at any tinker's workbench. Okay, so it says here, construct. Okay, wants me to go here. Let's do that. Haven't been there yet. That's kind of cool. Give you another marker to head for. There we go. Sometimes I like having that your own self-placed marker up while you're doing each quest, especially when you got multiple quests up on your screen. It's just something to aim for. Okay. Looks okay. No, okay. Keep it going. Don't have to worry about getting higher up on the hill. Oh. Alrighty. That came out of nowhere. Heck out of me. Sure. Might as well have a beer. Oh, like how the model for that one piece of grass is really nice. Really detailed. You can see the veins on the leaves and everything else is like, eh, whatever. Oh, Bethesda. Make me laugh. White powder winter sports.
Kill! Kill!
Gotta get that dog food. That's the one thing I wish that you had in here. Dog meat. Really love dog meat. There's a wonderful animal companion.
Bucketheads die!
Alright, I'll be up to take care of that here in a second.
Face me, coward.
In a second, I'm still cowering in the basement. There's proof that hot dogs will survive the apocalypse. Whoa! Shoot me in the back? What the hell? Wasn't very nice of you. Let's see what you got. A lot of rib cage and a spine. Somebody's been watching Predator. Not how it really works out here. A bunch of those requisition supplies. Probably do one of those and see how much difference now. Alright, let's wrap it. Junk. Quest item. Oh, do I have enough to make some ignition cores? I need one more nuclear material and I can go do that quest. So signal. Got now. Go to the National Isolated Radio Array. That would... Where? Show on map. Okay. Way the heck over there. Let's go from up here. Might be here, so we're just all downhill. Yeah. Plus I could sell a bunch of junk that I might have on me that I don't need anymore. What are my thoughts on 76 Ripley 1979? And thank you. Those words mean a lot to me. I'm really glad that you're actually that you're enjoying it. I'm sorry. I just when somebody says that, it's really nice. It makes me feel, you know, there's good people in the world, kind of thing, you know, and all that. But my thoughts on 76 is if you go and take a look at how Bethesda has been making games for the last few years, even just their last few games. Oh, well, let me interact with him real quick.
Soon? I know it.
He's a legendary seller. Sort of like, oh, look at. Oh, is that his cow too? Oh my god, he's got a Brahmin. Starburst clock. War
For
drum.
trade,
Oh my
need
god.
the best stuff.
Do you have any? The dragon. It's a level 45. Named. Oh my god, that thing's gotta tear people. Do I have enough? I have enough for it. I'm gonna get it. Just in case. But for as far as Fallout 76 goes, so Bethesda's games have lately been releasing to the last, Skyrim and Fallout 4 are the ones I have the most experience with. Even if you go back as far as Fallout 3,
Charlie the Moo picks
quality
all the good spots to trade. Promise.
really didn't show up until after the game was released, and sometimes that was because, player feedback, so they made some obvious choices to upgrade and fix things to make it better. They relied on the player-based mod community, I think, too much. And with this game, you can't do that. So I understand that a lot of people are upset about it. A lot of common things. If you look at the underlying, how the game is developed, I mean, the keys are set up for console. I mean, they just did the bare minimum for PC, and most of the people that you see that are extremely upset are PC players, because, whether they're older players or newer players, when Fallout 3 was released, it was still it was really big on PC. Us older players that may have played the original games when they originally came out for 1 and 2, that was on PC, so the PC player base feels slighted, and justifiably so to feel slighted. But at the end of the day, I go, it's Bethesda. Were you expecting polished, well thought out, and developed game on launch? No, you're going to have to wait a month or two after launch, after they get the input or whatnot, to do what they do what they usually do: put out patches, address the major problems. I don't know what they're thinking behind it is, other than that being able to release on all platforms at the same time. Because if you notice, there's also a pattern with other games nowadays, is that they'll release it on console first, then 2 months or so later, Monster Hunter World's a perfect example, it's released on PC. So when it's released on PC, so now they got double sales. I know a couple of individuals that bought it for their PlayStation or Xbox, bought it for PC, so they're double dipping. So I mean, you could say, hey, at least they didn't double dip, that everybody's playing at the same time. That could be one of the reasons that we're having a lot of the PC issues, is because they could have said, hey, we could spend 2 more months fixing up the PC so it has slider, field of vision, look at how well the servers handle the stash sizes and whatnot, and that could have been one of their thoughts. But again, I think they've been relying on the modding community. Overall, I mean, I'm playing this game right now how I played Fallout 4. I spent 200 plus hours in Fallout 4 exploring before I even started the main story, really. I got out to the one town, then I just took off a tangent. I went out to all the outer edges of the map, got killed a lot, found some stuff, worked my way, to all the landmarks, and I finally continued on with the quest. And I was frankly bored with the actual quest line, because by that time I had other friends that had played it. They had told me information, and I was like, so it didn't really matter who you played as. It really was you didn't have the ending credits, like if you actually helped out this town, things were actually better, that I'm used to from Fallout 1, 2, and Tactics. Your decisions had an epilogue that gave weight to, like, oh damn, I didn't want that town to be in total chaos, so I want to come back and do replayability. It just felt rather bland. The story was kind of nice. I think the voice actors got a rough rap for it. Because, you know, you got voice action in Witcher 3, Geralt, but that's a episodic, you know, storytelling of one character's thing. Maybe they should start something like that with Fallout. I'm not sure, but I'm having fun with the exploring. It's how you approach the game, I guess. You know, people don't want you to like it for whatever reason, and that's fine. I understand it. You could be justifiably upset that at $60 you feel like you're playing a beta test. Yeah, the exploring is my favorite part. And I also have to ask my question, is the exploring my favorite part because I know the story's going to be subpar? And then I got to ask myself the next question. When do I start actually, you know, holding them accountable with my wallet that the only... Oh, I'm sorry, Fox. You actually don't look like life's that horrible. I've seen real foxes. You just look like you're having a bad day with the hair. My bad. I will continue walking. Yeah, it is my least favorite Fallout so far as well. I hope they do something with the Fallout IP because I think they got too comical with it, and unfortunately I feel like their ego gets in the way with it, that everybody says, oh, the best Fallout was 1 and 2, which they had no hand in, or Fallout New Vegas was way better than Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, which they had no hand in. And I think that stings their ego, so they're trying to make Fallout, everybody, when they say Fallout, they don't think about you know, Obsidian or what's the original? I got the symbol in my head, but the original creator Fallout, they don't think of those company more. They want to think of Bethesda, you know, like they do with Skyrim, and that's a line, Oblivion and stuff. You know, that's all Bethesda. I still have friends that won't play anything past Oblivion. They're like, they just lost their touch. You know, everything was immersive. It felt impactful, weightful. So, and, you know, I feel the same. I mean, to be honest, at some point I'll have to take a stand and just say, I'm not going to continue buying your game if you're not going to give it the love it deserves. Yeah, I mean, the key setups, you know, I have a problem because some of your menus you go in, you can do, to go left or right, you can go A or D. Other menus you go into, it's not A or D. Like, here we go, perks. It's, you know, Z and C, and that has to do with how console mapping, pads and what. So. But there's been enough outroar. I'm kind of hoping, in a way you can also look at it this way, because I try to look at the positive line in things. Because they were so, because they got two new, Starfield and Skyrim, or Elder Scrolls 6 coming out soon. We can take a look at it this way. They have gotten so much flack from so many directions for their choices and how they went with this game, that hopefully they will go, hey, we gotta spend a little more time and pull out the polish on our next few video games. Otherwise, we could start going in decline, because you're having people like, you know, back in the day, you hear Bethesda game coming out, and you're like, okay, everybody else sucks, and everybody in this category sucks, and Bethesda is part of that good. Son of a good. Oh. What the hell? Oh. You guys go play. I'm getting away from that. And that the lessons that they've learned and the trials and tribulations will now affect the other game. We'll get a better Skyrim than what we would have got. We'll get a better Starfield better than we got. Yeah, because of this fiasco, thanks to it, we're going to get 2, instead of having 3 okay games, we wound up with 1 subpar game, we'll wind up with 2 great or awesome games. You know, there's other ways to look at it. You know, maybe they've learned their lesson, and in 2 to 3 months, this game will be like, oh my god. But I think they kind of burnt their bridges with getting new players in here and how they did this. But you can only hope. It's kind of a future thing. And at the end of the day, if I have to switch to companies like Rockstar and for like games like Red Dead and Cyberpunk 77, I'm more than happy to do that. Where's the quest? Oh, this way. It's this way. God, I just lost it. Who's doing Cyberpunk 2077? I know it's the Witcher folks. I just can't remember the company's name. But I've watched that 48 minutes a couple times of gameplay. And hold on. Twitter. CD Projekt Red.